Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. I got all my charms. Hopefully I remember to use those. I got my Lenormand, and I got my tarot. So we're going to see what's going on with Capricorn today. Who needs to hear a message? What is Capricorn struggling with? What does Capricorn need help with? Balancing. It feels like you're on a tight wire, and that at any moment, if something is added to another column, that it's all going to fall apart. I feel like it's kind of stress and worry and anxiety over something. What does Capricorn need to look at? We have the Ace of Cups, and then energy is coming in. We have the Lovers. Let's see, I think I'm going to move that up there. Okay. All right, so what else do we have going on here? With this Two of Pentacles, what is Capricorn trying to balance? Why does Capricorn feel like they're on a tightrope? We have the bridges, and then we have the lilies, which represent peace, calmness, falling over. For some reason, I'm feeling like falling over. All right, what else do we have going on with this Ace of Cups? The magnifying glass and a letter. Communication. What do we have going on with the Lovers? The compass. And then we have the Woman. Interesting. All right. I feel like you're teeter-tottering in a relationship, because obviously it has to do with a relationship that you have to take a closer look at. And I feel like there has to be some communication within this relationship, that you want to communicate something, that there's something that you want to say, that you feel off balance, that you're trying to make a relationship work because you want calmness in this relationship. What else is going on with Capricorn and this Two of Pentacles, the lilies, and we have the Chariot, which is Cancer sign, and then we have King of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to be patient in this relationship, right? That you're trying to find your patience in this relationship. What else? Friendship. Looking up towards someone, because the King of Pentacles is looking right towards this Queen of Pentacles. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it's a relationship that you're close to, somebody that you're close to. It could be a friendship. It could be a relationship that's kind of built from a friendship, or maybe you've lost that within your partnership. You're struggling with how do you move forward. I feel like you're kind of stuck. You're teetering. Which way do I go? I feel like what you need to look at is how you truly feel within this relationship, and you have to express it to the other person. Exactly. Six of Pentacles, sharing. You have to express. There's something that's going on. Like there's some sort of anxiety or stress that's going on within this relationship, and you're not communicating that. It's something that's been building up for you. And I feel like when the opportunity is right, when you feel the opportunity is right, that you communicate to that person, because I feel that there's a lot of tension in this relationship. mainly because of this, walking on the tightrope, feeling like if one more thing happens or doesn't happen, you're going to fall over, that it's going to fall apart, and you've been trying to bridge the gaps. You're trying to get a peaceful resolution with this person. Could just be someone that that there's some conflict, and you've been trying to work things out, trying to get things to calm down. But I feel like maybe that person doesn't realize how you truly feel, and you have to take a closer look at this relationship and figure out, how do you feel with this relationship? What do you want to do with this relationship, right? Future energies, you're headed in the right directions, things that you need to think about. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Emperor. And we have the Eight of Swords. Fear and stress and holding on to things is what's going to affect this relationship in the future. If you don't realize that if you have something that's bothering you and you don't express it and you don't recognize it and you don't reach out and you don't resolve it, that this is what's going to affect your relationships in the future. I feel like letting this stuff pile up creates friction between you and this person. So I feel that you finally realize that, hey, if I have something that really bothers me, I mean, obviously we have those little things that happen between other people, and it's like, well, this isn't worth getting into. This isn't worth, worrying about it, and to just let things go. But I feel like the bigger things, you finally realize, hey, I have to make sure that I don't stress about things that I can't control. Work on the things that I can control, because otherwise it will hold me back. But if I have something that's bothering me, that I think about it and then I set it free and I work on it, because I love it. We have the World card, and then things that you just got to let go, right? Confront the things you need to confront, take what you can take, and leave behind what doesn't work for you. I feel like that's sort of with this relationship, that maybe you were holding on to too many things and too many things were piling up, and that you realize that less is more, right? Less is more, because the less that you're holding on to, the less that you're stressing about, worrying about things that you can't control. You can only control the things that you worry about. You can only control the things that involve you. You can't control how somebody else feels. You can't control how somebody else acts. You can't control anything about anyone else. But here, I feel like you finally realize that I can control my outlook. I can control what I stress about. I can control what I worry about. I can control those things that hold me back, and I can set myself free from those things, right? I can control those things. What can I control? And recognizing those things, and I feel like that's a sense of freedom for yourself, because you finally realize, okay, I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to do what works for me. That person is going to do what they're going to do, and I can take that information and decide what I want to do from there. I feel like it's a major realization here. I feel like it's a really coming together here. And then I feel like once you're in this energy of knowing what you can control and how you can control things, if somebody says something that bothers you, you're in control of how you react to that. If you blow up, if you get angry, if you hold on to it, if you seek revenge from that, or you're also in control of something happens, I'm just going to let it go because I don't want it to affect me. I don't want it to get under my skin. I don't want to have that affect me negatively, or this is something that I know that I have to confront, and this is something that I know that I have to work on, right? You're in control of what you do with those things that happen, that have put you here, that I feel like you're trying to balance everything out and make everybody else happy and deal with these things, but it piles up, but then it just creates more friction within yourself. For some reason, I feel like this card here, a change in the wind, definitely. There's a big change in the wind here, is because you finally realize that you can control with how you react to things, right? What you do with information that comes into you. that you're in control of that. You're in control of where you go from there. And then we have no place like home, which is that comfort within yourself, knowing that you made the decisions that are best for you and you can control your own reactions and your own things. Sorry. I'm like, yes. You know, I mean, that's just, it sounds really simple, but I feel like a lot of times we don't realize that. We don't see it from that perspective, and that we let all of these other things affect us. And we're like this morning, for instance, I was getting a little frustrated with things, and the printer wasn't working, and I was trying to get things done, and I hadn't done any readings for this afternoon, and I was like, and I'm like, okay. So I took my own advice, and I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm in control of how I'm going to react to this situation. I can let this get to me and start to let things build up, or I can just let things go, keep moving forward, keep trying to get things done, you know, continue with the things that I need to do. And it was a huge sense of relief for me, because I was like, oh, this isn't, you know, I stopped getting angry and frustrated, and almost like when you get into that energy, it's almost like you're fighting against yourself and you're making things harder for you. So I feel like sometimes we just have to look at how can we handle things a different way, and what are those things that we can control and what are those things that we can't, right? I couldn't control that how the printer was acting up. I could fix it once I saw what was going on, but I couldn't control that the printer was going to act up, and you know, things like that. All right, so I got my charms. I got a bunch more charms. So let's see. We have happy. I like that one. Oh, you can't see. Let's see. Let's put them over here. So we have happy. I think you can see that one. And then we have faith, right? Having faith in yourself, right? And the belief that, okay, over here, the Hierophant, that I can get through this. Calm down. We have a lock, which is please return to Tiffany and Co. A lock. Locking down what you know that you can control, right? I feel like it's kind of getting to that place where you feel comfortable and there's no place like home, and it's like, okay, I got a lock on this, right? I know what I need to do. I need to focus on my reactions and what I can handle. We have believe, right? Believe in yourself, having faith in yourself, believing that you can get through this challenge. And then we have an elephant. And I feel like an elephant is learning from your past, learning from this situation. How can I grow? How can I learn? Not remembering the things that have hurt or bothered you, because, you know, supposedly elephants have a good memory. But learning from those things, right? Learning from those situations, and maybe remembering, I don't want to put myself in this energy. I want to put myself in this positive energy where I'm in control of the things that I think about. And then we have the sunflower, it's a pretty little sunflower, which I feel represents happiness, right? And just enjoying the day and enjoying the moment, and this using this not as something to drag you down, but using this situation, this change in the wind, as what can I learn from this, and how can I become more comfortable in my own skin. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.